Stevie Nicol is joining me. We were treated to 6 goals at the Emirates, Stevie, courtesy of Arsenal up against Leeds. No surprise that when Leeds are playing, the goals will be running. But importantly, it's Arsenal that got the 4 goals as well. Aubameyang with his first Premier League hat-trick. That's something that definitely the Gunners have been in need of, Stevie. So did they get it perfect today?
Well, they did for an hour. When Aubameyang made it 4-0, it was then a case of, well, I was thinking, how many is it going to be? But unfortunately, Arsenal stopped playing, which was a shame because clearly with the team that Arteta had picked, it was full of attacking players. Odegaard got a start behind the centre forward. You had Saka, who was fantastic in this game. Aubameyang, as we said, with a hat trick. Smith Rowe. I mean, just good football, good passing, and 4 goals. But then after an hour, things changed a little bit, and I'm not sure whether it was a combination of Arsenal just dropping a tad or just a completely reversal of attitude from Leeds, who in the first half were totally on Leeds like, no energy. But after an hour, all of a sudden they woke up, and it actually turned into a game. 2 quick goals, and at 4-2, things weren't looking quite as easy.
Things weren't looking quite as easy. We'll get to a point there because Patrick Bamford was brought down. There was a shout for a penalty there that probably could have changed the game as well, given the fact that Leeds were coming after them. Stevie, what did you think of that? Should Leeds have had that penalty?
Well, I think they should have, yes. Patrick Bamford, for me, I guess some might say, well, would he have beaten Gabriel to the ball? But the fact is, he didn't get that opportunity. Cedric made no attempt for the ball whatsoever and cut him off, and he ended up on his back. That completely would have put the cat among the pigeons. A penalty at 4-2 could have been 4-3. At the same time, I think we should add that Saka in the first half had a similar situation where he was denied a penalty, which I thought was as well. I thought Cooper, again, made no attempt for the ball and knocked Saka over. So I guess that levels things up with the penalties. But my goodness, that could have been some finish had it gone 4-3.
Exactly. Arsenal definitely would have started sweating then because, Leeds, they could be 4-0 down, but they still keep coming at you no matter what. Back to Arsenal now and just talking as well about Aubameyang. One of the things that they have missed are his goals. They got 3 today. And one of the things that they've wanted to see is more creativity on the pitch. Did you see a lot of that from Arsenal this time around? Something enough to show that they can sustain this?
Well, it's one game. And it's very difficult to turn around and say, well, all of a sudden, this team's completely changed. The fact is they got all the ball players on the field. I'm not sure you can do that against all the tides. Leeds give you time and space to play. And so your good players with time and space will play. And Arsenal did that for an hour. I'm not ready to say that this is a corner turned. I'd be surprised if this same 11 started the next game. But you know what? At the end of the day, you can only beat what's in front of you. You can only create. You can only score goals. And Arsenal did that in abundance today.
And speaking quickly on that 11 still with Arsenal, Martin Odegaard got his first start now in his Premier League tenure. What did you think of him?
I thought he was okay. Considering that the space that Leeds give you to play, I was expecting a little more from him. Haven't seen an awful lot of him, to be honest, but he's clean and tidy. And with the amount of space he got, I thought he would have shown more. But then it was always going to be difficult for him when you've got Saka with so many great Pearson runs through that Leeds defence. And you've also got Aubameyang scoring a hat-trick. So I guess it was going to be tough for him to shine, but he was okay. I'd like to see more of him.
And speaking of more, I feel like we definitely always enjoy when Leeds play, and we know the type of way Marcelo Bielsa likes to play. And I know we always have a little bit of a cheeky chuckle after these matches, Stevie. But going forward now, Leeds just outside the top 10, do a little switcheroo with Arsenal, who are back in the top 10. I know we should have this conversation probably with Xhaka, but you have to spare a thought for Melia, such a young goalkeeper. And just in terms of going forward for Leeds, does something have to give eventually?
Oh my goodness, not a chance. I think they're something like 10 wins and 12 losses and 2 draws. And so I don't see how anything much changes between now and the end of the season. And the fact that they have got a young goalkeeper, well, you would say he's inexperienced, to be honest, I think probably helps them. Because if you'd an old head in between the posts, I think they'd be pulling their hair out if they had any.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.